Well, at least it wasn't for a lack of effort, right? The Vancouver Canucks beat the Seattle Kraken yesterday in a game where Thatcher Demko got hurt. And today, against the Nashville Predators on a quick pit stop before a road trip to Montreal, the Canucks end up losing via a shutout 3-0. You know, we can try to break down the game, we can talk about the chances, talk about the opportunities, go over what Vancouver did well. They had shots in this game. 27 shots on goal. They were talking about it earlier on at the start of the first. Is that Vancouver, the lack of shots, it's been really noticeable this season. And in this game, I will admit I was getting some vibes of Vancouver-Nashville in the playoffs last year. It's just Vancouver, despite the fact that they weren't scoring, they actually were getting pucks towards the goal. And they did have opportunities, you know? It's not like they were totally wiped out of any offensive potential at all. No, they did have some chances. They did have some plays in front that, by the hairs of their chinny chin, the Nashville Predators avoided, either via a beautiful Saros save or somebody out in front got a stick on it, etc., etc. Kiefer Sherwood had multiple opportunities on goal in this one, and none of them went in. Vancouver gets shut out 3-0 on home ice. It sounds bad, but 3-0, it's really 1-0 with the two empty netters at the end there. And lo and behold, you know, I'm feeling pretty good because for me, this week in fantasy, I'm playing off against one of my good buddies of mine. He's got Juuse Saros, and Saros just posted up a shutout. So yeah, I'm obviously feeling very good about everything that's going on in the hockey world at the moment. But this is a team where they were talking about it on the broadcast after the game concluded. Nothing is going right. I mean, you talk about the injuries, you talk about Pettersson placed on the IR today, and the performance in-game is not able to give the fans a show in this one. I mean, I didn't notice it too much at the beginning, but towards the middle and ending parts of the game, I was like, wait a minute, there are a lot of red seats at Rogers Arena tonight. A lot of people decided to skip out on this game. I don't know, maybe because it's a back-to-back. There was a sentiment that says, yeah, they might be tired from yesterday. They just won in a shootout. So it's not only that they played yesterday, it's that they played yesterday plus an overtime and a shootout. So it's the most amount of hockey they could have gotten. And waiting in the weeds was a Nashville Predators team that had already touched down in Vancouver last night before camping out here, playing the Canucks, and then making their way to Calgary to play off against the Flames tomorrow. So Nashville, first half of a back-to-back, Vancouver, second half of a back-to-back. Obviously, there was going to be something to give here, and the team that was probably a lot more likely to win ended up winning. It's just, I don't know, man, like, you watch this game, you saw that they had chances, they had some bite at some points, but you also acknowledge how inconsistent it was and how they weren't able to get over the hump that was Juuse Saros, and you start thinking, like, I don't know, body language, especially when the team was down 2-0 and inevitably 3-0. These guys are checked out. Maybe it really is just the back-to-back syndrome coming to work here, but wowzers, did the Vancouver Canucks not really look like a team that was trying to get that win? I don't know. They were pressing at some points, but it wasn't to a significant capacity that I could say that they got robbed or whatever. They didn't get goal lead necessarily. Maybe like 1 or 2 chances they had. Probably would have been sure goals if it wasn't Juuse Saros and net, but like, still. Especially in the third period, JT Miller left a really bad taste in a lot of Canucks fans' mouths when he would be missing the puck on the power play, and by missing it, I mean he'd let the puck bounce off the boards and he wouldn't corral it properly, or when he was trying to skate with it, he's just kind of slow and he's not there. It doesn't look like JT Miller's a guy that cares a lot about this anymore. I don't know, like, he's making $8 million a year. He's the best player on the team right now because no Petey, no Hughes. Lankinen, actually. No, never mind. Miller is like the best skater on the team right now, but even that guy looked so disengaged in the third period, like he was totally clocked out. He was like, yeah, I'm working overtime here, guys. We just worked a game yesterday. I'm done. I got the shootout winner. I can just peace out, whatever. That's kind of the body language vibe that I think a lot of Canucks fans were feeling from Miller in that game here. And maybe it was a good thing that the Canucks seats were not really all too filled up in this contest here. Lots of red in Rogers Arena because fans did not want to go out there and watch this game for however much tickets are going for right now. Like, what is it, $100+ for student rush tickets? I'm not even a student anymore, and I'm still hearing about this stuff. Nashville, by the way, if you wanted to take a look at the NHL standings, guess where the Preds are? You think they're doing pretty alright, right? In the Central Division? Well, heading into tonight's contest, the Predators had 29 points in 38 games played. They were second worst in the league. Only Chicago had fewer points than Nashville heading into today. And now, Nashville, with the win against Vancouver, they leapfrog San Jose. It's so great to see the Vancouver Canucks get shut out by what was the second worst team in the league. And to give some of these guys opportunities to beat their streaks, beat the monkeys off of their backs, because Gustav Nyquist on his empty net goal, first goal in a long time, that guy was robbed a whole bunch in today's game as well. You also had Steven Stamkos getting his 12th on the year in the second period. It was a one-time bomb on the rush, just a slap shot. That's kind of how Stamkos gets his goals, man. It's one of the best one-time slap shots in the league. And then Colton Sissons waltzed around the Canucks defender to beat up on his hometown team and get the 3-0 empty net goal. Vancouver loses. And they only have 19 shots against, too. Nashville scored 3 goals in 19, and I get it, 2 of them were empty netters, but still, the Preds, they made Kevin Lankinen work, even though they didn't test him with as many saves as Lankinen has had in prior games. Vancouver, though, they get the shots, but they really don't do much else. Even on the power play, the Canucks were wasting it. I mean, we had spoken yesterday about how Tyler Myers does have some sort of a capacity to think offensively on the man advantage, but his handles, his fundamentals, his skills just are not capable of keeping up with his brain. And while I do appreciate a shoot-first mentality, the guy's shots get blocked, and then he takes a second or two longer to make a pass than he should, which allows the Predators guys to come in and take it away. There was a breakaway that was given up to Luke Evangelista because Tyler Myers pinched in and wanted to get the hit on the guy. Thankfully, Kevin Lankinen made the save, but still, this is what we're seeing with Vancouver. Goaltending is carrying the team. The only reason they had a chance to compete in this game was because Lankinen and Saros were battling it out, but once Vancouver got down, yeah, sorry, Saros just locked in. The Canucks are not able to do much. Ultimately, though, I want you to let me know your thoughts in the comment section below about this game. I'm calling it a sad game. It's just kind of, I don't know, it takes the life out of you. If you're a Vancouver Canucks fan watching this, obviously for me personally, I'm okay. I can just go out there and do whatever else it is that I'm interested in, but that was a pretty bad game, I'd say. Nice getting shut out by the second worst team in the NHL, isn't it? So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below about Vancouver versus Nashville. 3-0 win at the hands of Saros, and I am going to be losing in fantasy again this week. My Yahoo rating is going down and down by the gosh darn week. I'm feeling so good about that. But thoughts in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed this video. 9, and bye.